Okay. All right, we're good. I have a wicked glare on here. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, YouTubers. My bad. And I guess I can take my glasses off. Yeah, that'll be fine. So if you're leaving comments, just know I'll be squeezing into them to see them. And my notes will be up to my face because y'all know I can't see. I'm blind. Okay, I'm not blind. Let me take that back. But yeah, everything's blurry. Everything's blurry. But I definitely can see. I do have some vision. Thought about getting LASIK. Oh no. I don't know. If my eyes are supposed to be at the strength that they're at, I'm just going to let them be at the strength that they're at. But welcome to day one of your tarot tutorial. Yes, I know I've been saying I was going to do this for some time, but I know a bunch of y'all know it wasn't right. I didn't have everything planned the way I wanted to have it planned. It wasn't proper. It wasn't right. I had to get it right first because I'm very passionate about tarot. Like, I absolutely love the cards. They have helped me to transform my life. So, if I'm going to teach about them, I want to make sure my teachings are proper, basically. Basically, let me see if I can bring this down a little bit. I'm sorry, I should have maybe did this before I started, but I feel like I'm way, way high on this. So let me see if I can't bring my little tripod down some, because I should be able to stop it where I need to stop it. Then the whole thing is, am I going to have it even on all three legs? All right, boom. I think that's better. Let me try that. Yeah, that is better. There we go. So now it's like you're not just seeing my head, you're seeing a head and a little torso. But welcome everyone, Natasha Monique here, your modern witch and intuitive tarot guide. Who's that? Tanisha, did you see that I posted your post, boo boo? I hope you synced that. I hope you synced it. Because yes, I sure did. Sisters helping sisters. And I developed this series for all of my either current tarot readers or budding tarot readers, and those people who are like on the fence about tarot, who are like, okay, maybe I want Natasha to give me a reading, but I don't know, I'm not quite sure what it is, like, is that the devil, like, and all that good stuff. I just wanted to put a comprehensive series together to really explain what tarot is, how it's used, and how beneficial it is for your life. So it did take me a little bit to get this series together because, like, as I was saying in the very beginning, I wanted it to be right. I wanted it to be right, comprehensive, and informative to really hone in what tarot is. So that's the whole topic for today. We're going to go for 5 days. It was initially 7, but I thought 7 was a little bit too long. I was being a little repetitive and not giving, I could have condensed some information into one show. So I developed it into 5 days. Hi, Angie. I developed it into 5 days. So this is for all my beautiful, blessed beings of love and light who are curious about tarot, who are studying tarot for themselves, beginners at it, novices at it. I have been reading tarot since, oh my gosh, I'm about to date myself. Well, I don't care if anyone knows my age. I'm 38. I started when I was about 22, 23. So what is that? 22 to 32 is 10 years, 16, so about 16 years I've been reading tarot. And I just recently have been doing so for other people within the last like 4 years. It was just basically for me, my friends, and family members. But I was guided a few years ago to also read for the masses, like just to read for anyone who wants a reading. And I will encounter people that will be like, yeah, I like what you're doing. I see what you're doing. And I'm like, all right, cool. Well, you want a reading? And oh, no, no, no. I don't know. I'm scared. I'm scared. I get a lot of people saying, I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. What are you scared of? Tarot is nothing to be afraid of. Tarot is a mirror. It's a mirror of your own internal energy, of your own psyche, of your own being. And it's like a way in which for you to see what's going on in your energy fields. Hey, Ella, welcome. To see what's going on in your energy fields and what you need to continue doing, what you need to correct, what you need to cut off, what you need to act on. Like that's what tarot does. So today I'm just going to explain a little bit about tarot. And for the next 5 days, I have explanations, goodies, all types of things for you to do to really connect with your cards and to really understand what it means to get a tarot reading, to understand what it is to have your cards read for you or help you to read for yourself or other people. Like, not everyone is guided to read for other people. Some people just want to learn tarot to read for themselves, and that's perfectly fine. Some people have no desire to read, but they're curious to get a tarot reading, but are trepidatious because they've watched Carmen and saw that when she pulled the death card, her ass died. Like, that's totally not, that's movie tarot. Like, movie tarot is not real. It's the movies. Just like when they go in outer space in the movies, half that shit can't happen. It's just not real. It would make for a good movie if the death tarot card didn't lead in a physical death. Death tarot card is actually about an ending to something. You need to cut something off. You need to dead that. It's a little slang we use in Jersey. Now you need to dead that. Get rid of it. Cut it off. Get done with it. Let that go so that you're able to transform and come to that next level. Because with death is rebirth. So there, it's that cycle that goes around. But anyway, let's get into today's lesson. So tarot consists of 76 cards, 22 major arcana cards, and 54 minor arcana cards. Now, your major arcana cards, those are referred to as the journey of the Fool. They go from the Fool all the way to the world, and it's that journey of the Fool. The Fool is the embodiment of us human beings, okay? And it's our walk through trials, events, tribulations of our existence, of our lifetime. At some point in time in your life, you will go through every single aspect of the major arcana. That's going to happen. And for a lot of us, it repeats. We go through things like the Tower, where everything is crumbling down, everything has crushed down, but things need to be crushed down so they can be built up anew. Sometimes you have to burn your house down so you can rebuild it. Those are the types of messages that you get in the major arcana. They're really the keys of knowledge and wisdom. There are those keys of knowledge and wisdom, those aspects, those gems, those pearls that really help you to navigate this human existence that we're all going through. So I say it a lot and I'll say it again. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. Okay. We are humans being. Okay. We're humans being that spiritual being. All right. And we need help. We need guidance. When we were born, we were not given a guidebook, like here's a guidebook of how you should live your life. But then there was tarot. And tarot is, in essence, that guidebook. That's what you can use to navigate yourself through all of the ups and downs, the ebbs and flows that is this human existence. It gives you that internal and spiritual insight, that insight into your soul, connection to your higher self. Hey, Amanda, connection to the divine. That's what tarot gives you. It gives you that connection to the divine so that you know what your path is supposed to be. You know what things are hitting for, what's going to come for you, what's happening to you right now, what you need to erase and get rid of from the past, how you need to formulate it in the present, and then what's going to come of it in the future. That's that mirror that tarot gives us. So the major gives us those key wisdom, those key aspects. The minor arcana, which consists of the pips and the court cards, they are your day-to-day occurrences, like daily things that you need to get through. Like that's your not really the deep internal knowledge and wisdom that we get from the majors, but more of a wisdom of without, of what's going to happen to you, what's going on to you. Like the court cards are usually a representation of a person in your life or an aspect of your personality. And it is up to the reader. Hey, Tim, it's up to the reader to interpret, is this someone outside of you, or is this something that you need to do to get your stuff together? All right, that's where the intuition of the reader comes in. Reading tarot is like 99% intuition, 1% memorizing the cards, so to speak. We'll talk about that later on in the series. So now your court cards, they really do give that representation of humanity. okay, and how we act in certain ways. Like when we pull things like, okay, the Queen of Swords, she is like, every time I pull the Queen of Swords, the first thing that intuitively comes to me is off with her head. That's the Queen, is that type of, I don't take no nonsense. I'm not lying to you. Don't lie to me. I'm going to give it to you 100. I'm going to cut through all the bullshit and we're just going to be straightforward up and down with each other. So you are either that type of person, or that type of person is influencing your life in some way, shape, or form. All right. Hey, Tiff, what's up, boo? So that person is then influencing your life in one way, shape, or form. So paying attention to where the cards lie within each other and what each card means is creating that whole mirror of the majors, giving you that internal, that those keys of wisdom, the pips, those suit cards, giving you that external of what's going on in the external world and how you're being affected, in the court cards, just drawing in that external to personal aspects of either yourself or other people in your life. Like another queen, the Queen of Cups, she will keep your secrets. She will keep her composure. She is all the way nice, nasty. She will cuss you out in the kindest way, but she's super trustworthy. You can tell her anything and she won't reveal it. She won't tell anybody. She won't tell anyone. And when you pull cards like that, when you pull the court cards, it's then up to the reader's intuition or your own intuition, if you are the reader and you're doing a pull for yourself, to determine, is this external or internal? A lot of times with the court cards, when the court cards are reversed, that is more of an opposite effect of what it is. Like, okay, someone who gets the Queen of Swords reversed, all right, you're dealing with someone who is a liar, who is not keeping it 100, who is manipulative, who wants to cut your head off, like just for spite and nastiness. The Queen of Cups reversed is someone who can't hold water. She can't hold water. As soon as you tell her, she telling Tom, Dick, Harry, Jane, Sue, Petey, everybody in the world, can't wait to spread your business, not trustworthy, not in control. Hey, Liz, not in control of her own emotions, not in control of her own psyche. Now, when it comes to the major arcana cards being reversed, they're more of it's not really so much so the complete opposite of what that card is, but it's more a deeper internal wound that needs to be healed. It's that resistance. That's when you get the majors reverse. It's that resistance. You're resisting the message, the key, that pearl of wisdom that major card is giving you. With the pips, when you get them reversed, a lot of them do mean the opposite, but some of them mean that you need to take this from the external and put it into the internal. Like, okay, the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is all about full steam ahead. Everything is going in the direction it needs to go in. Things are going great. When you get the Eight of Wands reversed, it's okay, things aren't happening as quickly as you want them to happen. You're still on the right path. You're still doing the right thing, but it's not going to come as swiftly. It's not that it takes away that swift motion of it. Whereas, let me try to think of another one. Hold up. I can't off the top of my head. Okay. Whereas the Five of Pentacles, when you have that upright, it's that, okay, yeah, hard times may be on you right now, but there is a light at the end of the tunnel. You can go to that. When you get the Five of Pentacles reversed, it's that, okay, that hard times are gone. That's in opposition to it. Like the hard times are behind you. You've already struggled. So now you see that light and you're going towards that light and you're getting better financially. Like, do you see what that is? How having them upright and having them reversed can either mean the opposite or a need to really internalize and pull that is without into yourself and check yourself in accordance to the meaning of that card. So now, today's video is going to be an overview, all right? We're just talking about what the cards mean, which that was. I like to keep my videos short. Y'all know that. So now we're going to talk about, you got a fresh new deck. Yay! I got a fresh new deck. What? Turn up. So how do you charge that? Hey, Carl, how do you connect with that deck? All right, you're going to want to connect with that deck so that you can give clear and insightful readings, so that you can connect it to your intuition. First things first, cleanse the deck. How do we cleanse our deck? One way is to place it in the light of a full moon. I will be using my Rider-Waite-Smith deck a lot for any examples that I use, just because it is the first really popular deck that came out. I love my Rider-Waite-Smith deck. This is what I learned on, and I actually used this for like 10 years before I got another deck, and the second deck I got was the Tarot Illuminati, and it's very Rider-Waite-Smith based. A lot of other tarot decks are based on the Rider-Waite-Smith, so that's the one that I'm going to be using. That's the one that we have here today. You're going to hold your deck. You can place it in the light of a full moon, all right? If you got your deck and it's like the full moon is a week away and you can't wait, don't worry. There's other things you can do. Clear quartz crystal. Place it right on top of your deck. Let that sit overnight. That will cleanse it as well. Smudging it. Take some white sage. Smudge it around. Smudge it around. Boom. That'll clear it. Wave it over white light. White light is just basically candlelight. Using a white candle is preferable. That's that purity, that cleansing. That's what white represents. And you just wave your deck over the white light. Don't get it too close because you don't want to set your deck on fire. It is paper, okay? You don't want to do that. So just wave it over the white light. With all of these things that you're doing, you have to have the intention in your heart that I cleanse this deck. I cleanse this deck. You can also, even more simply, knock on it. When I would do things like festivals, okay, when I would read tarot cards at a festivals or read them at the Willow Tree Shop, which is when I first started reading for others, that's where I read at. In between clients, like I couldn't light a candle. I had my quartz, but it wasn't enough time to sit on there to really cleanse it, and I couldn't even light a smudge bundle. It was just the regulations of the buildings that we were in. So as soon as I was done, knock it. That knocking is that vibration and that sound that cleanses it and clears it. So now you've got your deck nice and clean and clear. You're going to set your intentions with it. So hold your deck to your heart. Cleanse your mind, relax yourself, take some nice deep breaths, and just infuse it with your love. Infuse it with your intention. Your intention is to give clear, concise, knowledgeable readings for yourself and or for yourself and others, so that this card is blessed with the blessings of my heart, blessed with the divine, blessed with Mother Earth, so that the readings that we get are accurate, are true, are pure, and will be helpful. Let me check and make sure I didn't miss anything. Yes. So now, after you've done that, you've got it nice and clean. You've held it to your heart and you have your intentions. You can either shuffle it now or you can keep it in the order that it's been in out the package. But you want to go through and observe every single card. And just like you've given your energy to the entire deck, you want to give your energy to each and every card. And it's not some long meditative gaze on them. It's just flicking through them, noticing what you notice, seeing what you see, and just giving all of them your love and light and your energy to assist me in my readings, assist me in my path, assist me in things that I need to know. Just look through them, waft through them, and look through them. Connecting with your cards in this simple way, hey Art, will help you to increase your intuition with the cards. It puts your heart, your intuition into the deck so that now when you do your readings are clear for you. You have clear and concise readings then. You can actually see what's going on. So now those of you who are not readers, but who desire to get a reading, know that this is the process. This is how readers get their readings to be so clear. How when you say, oh my God, that was spot on. It's spot on because I've connected my deck to my intuition. And now I have a lot of decks. I don't even know how many, but it fills up my whole little area. I have this whole little area down here and it fills it all up. I've got a lot of decks, and I do this with each and every one of them. I connect with each and every one of them because at some point or another, I'm going to use them. So now, if you are thinking about getting a deck for the first time ever, getting your own deck, I am going to recommend the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. And this is why. This is why I recommend that. Because, oops, sorry guys. They fell on me. This is why. Okay, so here I have one of my latest decks, the Celtic Tarot, that I've been using lately. And this is a Rider-Waite-Smith. They're both the same. The number 14. This is actually one of my birth cards. We'll get to birth cards later. But look at the similarities in these two cards. All right. Look at the similarities. All right. She may not have wings like an angel, but she is in all white. They're both in white. She's got her little red belt. He's got his red triangle. This is actually an archangel here, and this archangels are neither male nor female, so I use he and she interchangeably when I talk about archangels. So we've got 1 foot in the water, 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on land, 1 foot on land. The exchange of the water from cups in both of them. Where she has a rainbow, she has a halo. There, we've got flowers in the background of everyone. All right. They're just similarities that, oh, I don't know, did I push that too low for you guys to even see? My bad. But you can see the similarities through them. So a lot of decks are based on the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. Like a lot of tarot artists, creators use the basic symbolism of this Rider-Waite-Smith to create their own decks. So if you learn the symbolism and connect with the Rider-Waite-Smith, it'll be that much easier for you to connect with any other deck that you get. Another example is, and see, they're even called two different things. One's called Temperance, one's called Equilibrium, but they mean the same thing. It's that balance. That balance. That's why one of my birth cards, that's why I'm super, super fair. Got to be fair with things. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. I firmly believe that. Next one I have is, it's the Devil and the Rider-Waite-Smith, and in Celtic Tarot it is the Shadow. Still, the meanings are very similar, and as you can see, the similarities in these two. We've got two human beings shackled, but they're loosely shackled, so you can see they can just very easily take these shackles off. You've got the piercing eyes behind, whereas the piercing eyes is in the entire being, that beast that they have there. We've got that stone structure on this one. He's perched upon it. On this one, it's a pillar that's in between them. But in both, they are both shackled to that stone structure. So they think that they're caught. They think that they're trapped. They think that they've got to stay there because they've got these piercing eyes coming down on them, and they're connected to this steadfast, this hard stone. But looking around their necks, it's very loose. The chain is very loose. You can just very easily pop that bad boy off and keep it pushing. Like, and walk right on out of this dark cave. It's the darkness in the back. See those similarities. So that is, I mention that to say this. If you are learning tarot, using the Rider-Waite-Smith deck is an excellent deck to learn off of. So this video is just designed to give you the basics of tarot. We're going to dive into more and more information. I chose to not make a super long video and give you all the information just because I don't want it to be information overload. A lot of times if you get too much information, like, it just boggles your brain and you don't even know, like, what the hell did she say? What's going on? So today was just an overview of what the cards are broken into, our major and minor arcanas. Our major are our key elements, those key pearls of wisdom. The minor cards give us that without knowledge, that knowledge from without. Personal aspects with the court cards, and happenstance with our pip cards, okay? Reversals can either mean a delay, a need to go deeper with it, to be further into it, or the opposition of the card. It depends on what the card is, where it is in the reading, what the question is, and who the reader is. So people think that all of that is so complicated, but it's really not, because all you need is your intuition to figure out which is which and what is what. All right, make sure you cleanse your decks, infuse them with your love and light, infuse them with your energy, get them nice and in tuned into your energy, and go ahead and get started. So I encourage you all to either get yourself a reading or get yourself a deck. Tomorrow I'll be back at the same time, 7:30-ish. I know, I think I started a little early today. Be about 7:30-ish p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we'll talk about day 2. And just as a precursor, just so you know what day 2 is hitting for, day 2, we're going to talk about the birth cards and the connectivity of cards to numerology. After that, we will then be discussing in further detail the pips and the suit cards. Next will be on journaling. All right. And then after journaling, we'll talk about spreads. And with those 5 lessons put together, you should have you will have a very good working knowledge of tarot, how they're used, how they can provide for you the knowledge and wisdom that you need for your day-to-day life. So I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial. I'll see you tomorrow for our next tutorial. Peace, love, and blessings for all of you. If you have questions, just message me your questions. If you have any questions about this video, most of them I'm quite sure will be answered in the days to come. So I don't know, maybe you want to save your questions until day 5, because but if you have any questions in the meantime, come on, you know I'm here for you. This is my path in life, is to teach, to acknowledge, to enlighten, and give knowledge. I was like pushing those words together, and that was not it. That's not what I wanted to say. But yeah, to give knowledge, give wisdom, and spread the truth about tarot, the truth about its power, its magic. It's an excellent tool to use to really get in touch with your higher self, to connect your higher self with your physical self. So peace, love, and blessings to all of you. I hope you all join me tomorrow. Please do share this video if it resonated with you. If you know someone who is curious about tarot and wants to learn a little bit more, go ahead and share this. I love you all so much. I will see you tomorrow. Mwah, mwah, mwah.